companies. That was primarily on account of ArcelorMittal cutting their production and demand guidance also going ahead, and probably that was the reason. It's a global commodity, so if you have one of the leaders coming out with their production and demand guidance, it impacts all the steel makers. Okay, let's move on and take Vinay's query. He writes to us on YouTube, and he's suggesting he wants a view on Lupin at current price. He's saying he sold it before at 870 with 10% profit. Can we just pull up the current price of Lupin and see what's that doing? Maybe he's already made money in that in past and he wants a view again. So right now it's at 738, and I believe he would have sold at 870 with a 10% profit. Ashish, if I could come to you, he's already made money once, but the stock's cooled off from the levels from where he had booked profit. So maybe what he wants to know at lower levels, can he take a position once again?
Is it a question to me?
Yes, Ashish, on Lupin.
Okay, this is Jignesh, so you're making mistake with the name. But if you're asking for Lupin, I think Lupin is already negative momentum. Currently, if I see the chart of Lupin on the daily chart, the stock is going into the sell-off from around 880 some levels, and now it is trading at 730. I think it does not show any proposition of chart patterns. So currently, it is better to stay away from Lupin.
Jignesh, apologies. Sorry for calling you Ashish. That's my bad. We'll go ahead with more. Bought the stock at 665 and he wants a short-term view. I think the current price is below his buy price. So yes, it's at 638. Jignesh, what would you advise him to do on the charts? Should he hold on, or what are the levels that you would be tracking?
I'm sorry, I could not hear the stock name.
Future Supply Chain. Okay, let's just...
If it is future...
Go ahead, Jignesh.
Yes, if it is future supply, I guess the current levels are suggesting the stock is coming off the lower levels, and I think it has formed a very good support at around 560 levels. Recently, it has made another higher bottom at around 580. I suggest 585 should be the stop loss for this counter for a long-term entry. Viewers should look at least the long-term horizon for about 2 to 3 months, and stock target for future supply should be 680. Remember, we should not forget this future supply stock was in a downtrend, and currently it is making a reversal pattern. So we should give at least 2 to 3 months for this counter for the target of 680.
Okay, that's the view coming in on NBFCs. Let's pull up the chart of V-Guard. The company came out with its numbers yesterday, which were pretty good. In fact, the bottom line more than doubled for the March quarter, coming in at 59 crore. Tapan Reddy has written to us. No, actually, this is a query from Ayush Gupta. He wants a technical view for exit on V-Guard. So he's not mentioned his buy price, whatever it is. Jignesh, if somebody's already bought a V-Guard, technically, what should be the price on the upside that you can advise?
I think V-Guard currently, the chart structure is really good. I don't think you should look at the exit from the current levels if he is into profits. I think the current prices are at around 227, but it can go to as high as 300. 300 should be an aggressive target for this counter, because stock is already in positive momentum. With a stop loss of 220, viewer can look at V-Guard for at least 2 to 3 months holding period for the target of 300.
Coming back to you, Jignesh, on a couple of stocks, one that has been a rank outperformer, that is Titan, and the second one is Kajaria Ceramics. Sivakumar is asking, and he hasn't mentioned here whether he's holding or not, so perhaps you can just give the levels as to what you're seeing on the charts. Titan just around that 1,230 mark. Do you see it rising further from these levels, or do you see it cooling off?
Yes, Alex, I have a different view on the Titan. Titan is already in a positive momentum. Technical chart structure is positive. But when you see the price going away from 200-day simple moving average, the stock has, I think, a historically higher levels to touch, and Titan has already done that. I think historically, around 3 years back, Titan has done the same thing, and stock went into the cool off then. So I suggest from the current levels also, Titan does not have any more strength or any more momentum to go up. 1230 some levels that is on my chart. I think currently Titan will cool off. So if viewer is sitting on a profit, has a short-term view, he should look at profit booking from current levels. Titan can go to 1150, and from there onwards, it is going to be, I think, attractive bet. But for now, Titan is cooling off. The other stock he has asked is Kajaria Ceramics. It is the same story with the Kajaria Ceramics. The way stock has shown rally from 320 some levels, it's pretty awesome. Not only that, in a shortest term, stock has gone quite away from its 200-day simple moving average. So we believe that it is going to come back to its 200-day simple moving average. So at least the stock will go to 580, 590 some levels in a recent time. So in both the stocks, if you are sitting on the profit, he should look at profit booking from current levels.
Right. Quickly get Jignesh's view also, since we're talking about technicals, and since Sandeep so nicely said that we need to get technical view as well. Jignesh, on the charts, what are the levels that you're looking at?
Once again, I did not listen the chart name, please.
Jignesh, we're talking about Yes Bank, which has been tremendously volatile, and Sandeep points out that it might just have formed a base around the 150 mark after touching levels of 125.
No, I think technical views are a little different, because Yes Bank, with the sell-off that has happened 2-3 times in the counter, and the massive sell-off has happened, it should not be ignored that the counter has lost even its rally, which was held above the 9-year support line. When a stock breaks 9-year support line and it continuously makes lower tops and lower bottoms, I don't suggest this is a good stock to enter. No matter what, chart does not suggest any base building formation. At least stock has to survive. Stock had to survive its 9-year support line, which it hasn't. So I think current levels are not good for Yes Bank. I think we should keep away from such a stock, at least for now.
In focus, Reliance, Nippon. If you're interested, after the major announcements made by Reliance Capital and the entire ADAG group with regard to where they stand and which businesses they're considering a stake sale, how the group looks after everything gets done, you can look it up on the website bloombergquint.com. For now, Tapan Reddy is asking for a short-term view. I think he's bought at levels of 255. Jignesh, on the charts, how is it looking? And what are the levels that he should watch out for? What is the strategy that he should employ?
I think Reliance Nippon is an interesting chart. Stock has recently formed a reversal pattern called inverted head and shoulder. The neckline was broken at around 210 some levels. Counter is already trading at 225. Not a bad level even to enter at current levels. I think a very good chart. Reliance Nippon can be held with a stop loss of 210 with a target of 280 in coming 1 to 2 months.
All right, gentlemen, we'll be starting with our rapid fire segment. Just a request to both our guests, keep your answers short so that we can accommodate as many queries as possible. All right, so the first one is coming on RBL Bank. Sunan Chakraborty writes to us, Jignesh, what's the short-term view on RBL Bank, a counter which has been trading around its 52-week high levels?
Yesterday it formed inverted hammer pattern, so I think stock has resistance at 700. Currently, viewer can look for profit booking for short term.
Pull up Bharat Forge. Jignesh, I'm going to come to you for Bharat Forge. One of our viewers is bought at 488 and he wants to know what to do with this in the short term. What are the charts indicating?
For short-term, viewers should consider exit because stock is not in a good momentum. From 2 days, it is seeing sell-off, and I think it can continue up to 450, 440 some levels.
Ujjwal Kumar wants to know about Titagarh Wagons. Let's pull up the chart and see what it's trading. Jignesh, this one's for you. He's asking for a stop loss and targets.
Yes, for Titagarh Wagon, I think stop loss should be placed at 67.50. Bullish view is continued for the target of 81.83. The stock has recently formed a bottom, so I think we should give just a little more time to it to reach to its target of 80.